Is a distinguished Kenyan advocate of the High Court, admitted to the bar over 4 decades ago and widely respected for his professional integrity and service. His career on a strong continuing academic foundation and unwavering commitment to justice. He has served as a magistrate, legal officer in the government corporation, chair of the industrial.
Senior Counsel Rubena Da.
Rubena Da was called to the Bar of England and Wales as a barrister in 1983 and subsequently admitted to the Kenya Bar as an advocate of the High Court of Kenya in 1984. Ms. Rubena Da brings over 40 years of distinguished legal practice. She has excelled across the full spectrum of legal work, including commercial, contractual, tort, tax, probate, matrimonial, and children's matters. Highly regarded in her litigation expertise, she has headed litigation teams in several prominent law firms such as Daly and Figgis, Indamar and Indamar, and Miller. Professor Kibwana, advocate and certified secretary, studied law at the universities of Nairobi, London, Harvard, and George Washington, specializing in constitutional law and jurisprudence. From 2003 to 2007, he was member of Parliament, cabinet minister, and president of the United Nations Climate Change Convention, COP12. Subsequently, he served as presidential advisor to His Excellency Mwai Kibaki and later as a governor of Makueni County. He has been named Jurist of the Year by ICJ Kenya and
Senior Counsel Lumatete Walubengo Mushai.
Mushai was called to the bar in 1985. He is a senior partner at Lamutete Mushai Company Advocates. He is a commercial law litigator and conveyancer and has in the past done Society of Kenya and a past chairperson of the Law Society of Kenya, Mombasa chapter. He was a delegate at the Bomas Constitutional Conference and later served as the Secretary of the Judicial Tribunal Investigation Precinct Judges. He was, for 6 years, a director of Export Processing Zone Authority. He also served as chairman of the Jubilee Party Patrick Lodge Otieno Lumumba is a professor of public law, a holder of the LLD on the law of sea from the University of Ghent, Belgium, holds a postgraduate diploma from the Kenya School of Law, bachelor's law or master's law degree from the University of Nairobi. Patrick Lodge Otieno Lumumba holds an honorary degree of Doctors of Letters, DLITT, from the University of Cape Coast in Ghana. He also holds a degree in the Doctor of Science from Bells University of Technology in Nigeria. He has been trained on human rights as an Institute of Advanced Legal Studies, University of London in England, humanitarian law at the Raoul Wellbank University of London, Sweden, and an international humanitarian law in Geneva, Switzerland. He is an advocate of the High Court of Kenya and Tanganyika and a certified mediator. Ambrose Rachier is an advocate of the High Court of Kenya for 50 years, standing and a senior partner Rachier and Amolo LLP. He holds a Bachelor of Law degree, a Master's Law degree, a Master's Translation, and a Master's Biotechnic. He practiced in Masime and Kwach Advocates in 1975 to 1978, at Oraro and Rachier Advocates 1978 to 1998, and now practices at Rachier and Amolo LLP. Richard Omwelo was admitted to the role of advocate on 13th October 1980. He joined the law firm Hamilton and Harrison and Matthews in 1980 as an associate in litigation department, moving to commercial department after 12 years. He has held the position of chief scrutineer of the Law Society for a period of more than 10 years and as a member of the Law Society Disciplinary Committee for several years. On behalf of the Law Society of Kenya, he has for several years carried out seminars and trainings in Homa Bay, Kakamega, Meru, Nairobi, and Malindi. Moses Wetangula founded Wetangula and Company Advocates in 1984, establishing a distinguished legal practice for over 40 years. He served as a nominated member of parliament in 1993 to 1997 and later as MP for Sirisia in 2002 to 2013. His cabinet roles include Assistant Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs, Minister for Trade, the Chair of the AU Peace and Security Council from 2013 to 2022. He was a Senator of Bungoma County and also served as a stint of the Senior Senate Minority Leader. He's now the National Speaker of the National Assembly, and the Kenya Kwanza is currently serving as Speaker of the National Assembly of Kenya.
Senior Counsel Nancy Wakarima Karigidu.
Nancy Wakarima Karigidu, Kenya's Special Envoy and Advisor for Maritime and Blue Economy of a Global Voice for Blue Economy, Diversity and Seafarers Welfare. She set up the State Department for Shipping and Maritime Affairs, serving as the first Principal Secretary. She previously served as Director General, Kenya Maritime Authority, Chair, International Maritime Organization, IMO, Technical Cooperation Committee, and Governor of both the World Maritime University and the IMLO. Some 2019, Nancy Karigidu holds a Bachelor of Law of I.
Senior Counsel Moses.
As we look into the future, I am very confident that our numbers will be going up. We have huge ambition for this space because we know very well what tourism can do. Tourism, wildlife, and mice can do for our country. It will not only create jobs for millions, it will make sure that we have a thriving agricultural sector. We have a whole chain of facilities and a big ecosystem of micro, small, and medium enterprises that grow on the back of tourism. And therefore, it is front and center of our plan. And it is the reason why this year's Jamhuri celebration is themed around tourism, wildlife, and mice. So that I can conclude, it's not just about numbers. It's not about the number of tourists. It's about money. Yes. It's about money. In 2022, from tourism, the numbers were 268 billion in 2022. Last year, 2025, it was 452 billion. Our target is 5 million visitors by 2028 and 1 trillion shillings from tourism. In a few months, what we have always wanted to do, to build a new conference facility in Kenya. Many of our neighbors have gone ahead of us. We've seen what has happened in Rwanda. We've seen what has happened in Uganda and many of our neighbors. But I can now confidently tell you as the citizens of this great nation that by April next year, we will have built the largest conference facility in East and Central Africa. Right here in the Bomas of Kenya. It is one of the things that I really wanted to do for our nation. Whenever I get a few minutes in the evening, I go there to see. And if you follow what goes on there, it is being built 24 hours. Because I have given a timeline that we must begin to use that facility and begin to make money from that facility from May next year. Yes. Kwani mtafikiri tutafikisha trilioni moja how? It has already been booked before it is complete. It has already been booked for France Africa Summit in May 12th, 2026. We already have a booking for it. Digitization has enabled us to cut down on corruption, on theft, on pilferage of government resources. In 2022, we had 300 government services available on a digital platform. Today, we have 23,000 government services available on a digital platform. Not just services, including payments for whatever you want, whether you want to pay for whatever government service. And Kenya Wildlife Service was not left behind. I remember when we finally made the decision that you can no longer pay cash to go to any of our tourist facilities, that you had to pay on a digital platform. There was a lot of resistance. In fact, I remember on one occasion in Masai Mara, there was an orchestrated jam of tourists to show how difficult it was for us to pay on a digital platform. I want to congratulate KWS. They stood their ground. Look at what has happened. They used to collect between 4 and 5 billion shillings every year. Last year, they collected 7.95. Why? Because there are no fake tickets anymore. There is no way of you bribing somebody and getting into the park. You must now, on a digital platform, be able to have been identified. So, and that is the case in many, many other government services. E-Citizen is a Kenyan innovation just like M-Pesa. And today, E-Citizen collects on behalf of the government of Kenya about 2 billion shillings every day. It's collected on E-Citizen. And end to end, you can follow transactions, you can know who paid what, there are no more, paper receipts, for things, and those kind of stories. There is, however, one group of people who are still hiding. They want to continue with the paper receipts, but I will sort them out. So we are transitioning to a digital space.